let me welcome you to my channel. Before we begin the video, I would really appreciate it if you could subscribe and like this post. The Berlin Bash is approaching quickly, and Triple H, the intellectual assassin, has a packed schedule, showcasing superstars from WWE. Among them are Cody Rhodes, two-time world champion. It may not be sufficient, and Gunther as well, in order to satisfy the German WWE fan base so that he may feel compelled to put two renowned figures in These two celebs are very close, linked to Europe via Germany and the audience in general, as there are none outside of Luke Kaiser and Ilya Dragunov has the unique background of having grown up and trained in, according to German law, Dragunov and Kaiser. Pleasant surprise at the Berlin Bash, several on a campaign to get them included in what may entice Triple H into doing something after giving some thought to how. Those that are outspoken may have been Triple H. Certainly make room for them. Really, it probably won't be on the beach, instead of on the main Berlin card, but in, before of the show, perhaps Wwe and Ilya Dragunov. Kaiser may fight it out, a personal meeting during a party in. The fans would have a blast in Berlin, and both of those celebrities. But this has devolved into nothing more than guesswork. Ultimately, the outcome will depend on in-game decision to provide players with everything they want. Triple H's popularity has skyrocketed. His plans on Monday are worthy of praise. Raw discussion about Ludwig Kaiser and the Knight, Elena Dranov. They are both in take part in a program called Monday Night Raw, has been much praised as of late. Throughout all time, the King of all kingdoms has outstanding work since he assumed control. The dominance in WWE to the point that many have legitimately christened this new age inside the firm. This, particularly during the Triple H period of Raw, there was far more engaging than the released goods in the years leading up to. Bully Ray, also known as Bubba, is a WWE legend. Chief content creator Ray Dudley of WWE was lauded police officers' plans for the Red Cross. Speaking on the Hall's Broken Open Radio, Famer enjoyed nothing but the best things in life. Commentary on the program, including games, the growth of the characters, and even the images captured by the camera. Nobody can dispute the fact that Paul Levesque, a 55-year-old, has completed an outstanding work on WWE's Raw SmackDown. WWE merchandise as a whole is crossing its fingers. Both this pattern and his direction of the company's longevity is assured. Moment in Berlin, Germany. The next WWE party in Berlin is going to be quite a much anticipated occasion of when it comes to wrestling in Europe. The world of music humming along and fans everywhere for an updated dosage of powerful action. WWE has invested heavily to guarantee the fact that this global event fulfills all. About the same time that the cards started to establish, a rising chorus of admirers started yearning for an additional individual names that they choose to, expected to take the occasion to a new level of legendary status that fervor did not go overlooked as Triple H exerts its mental influence behind the creative direction of WWE discovered when he listened to the deafening demand as the performance approaches in a few of weeks, on the verge of making a revolutionary move. Judgment that the supporters want a worldwide outrage after WWE's first announcement of going back to Berlin. The first thrill, visible as the advertisement reveal roster that included a number of its most celebrities from the current WWE Universal, victorious in the most thrilling race, stadiums, but with record-breaking ticket sales. The rise of several social media sites. While making forecasts, one item stood out. WWE fans have their own ideas about European supporters of the Bash in Berlin, even as they started over the Atlantic, an internet-based grassroots movement uniting at the back of two names that were notable omission from the first card: Orton, Becky, and Randy Orton. During his 14 reigns as world champion, and the aura of a legendary figure stood as a model of well-planned cowardice when Becky Lynch, the passionate redhead who had shattered walls and transformed the very definition of one among the most beloved female superstars, whose games were always must-watch occasions. The need for their participation spiked to a climax with hashtags like as Orton and Becky both in Berlin, popular for days, while Triple H's Catch-22 to Would You Want Me to the current Chief Contents Officer of WWE. Triple H has long taken pleasure in his ability to read the literary world. Followers under his direction have seen the new NXT, a powerhouse brand revival, as well as the promotion of up-and-coming artists to primary event status. Yet, with great power comes immense duty, and the choice to change a card that was previously packed wasn't one should be done. Whispered rumors from behind the scenes suggested that, a little apprehensive at first, Triple H eventually painstakingly organized the Berlin gathering, featuring a combination of well-known celebrities. Emerging star aims to establish a harmony might cater to a wide range of WWE listeners, but with all that background noise, as Orton and Lynch rose in volume, he started to take into account the possible consequences of their. Furthermore, the thing that convinced him in the end was understanding that Berlin wasn't just every performance, it was a momentous homecoming tour among the most famous European towns where the WWE world's enthusiasm for the occasion was incontestable. And as Triple H shaped across the range of options, he recognized the chance in order to transform the Berlin party into something far bigger than anything anyone has looked forward to. The news announcement, pivotal choice made during an exceptional at the WWE Raw event. Triple H performed, makes an unexpected entrance as they make their way to the ring. With his characteristic ferocity, the admirer F, both there and those seeing from afar, foresaw a monumental event in the horizon. Held up by the microphone, a Triple H acknowledged in his message to the WWE Universe Orton's grassroots movement. Lynch, I've heard of you, he started. Voice steady yet authoritative. I've seen the messages are tweeted. Requests for, as I've said before, this. The company aims to provide the followers with what? It's quite apparent what they want from you. To you, it seemed like the stadium burst in. Triple H waited for the audience to become excited before construct. Hence, I am come to declare that we are creating history at the WWE party in Berlin. Randy Orton, a vicious viper, and Becky, a guy. Lynch have now been added to the roster. Fans were drowned out by the roar of the throng, left their seats in a panic, and the Berlin is prepared and ready to go right now. Started to gain popularity across the globe. Triple H still hadn't finished, in addition to being affixed to the vehicle, but they're going to be competing, he went on to say, for two of the most important matches of this next Saturday. Randy Orton will go up against the ring general. Gunther is in a fight. A full-scale conflict is imminent, and Becky Lynch is set to face up against Rhea Ripley to the female-centric WWE Universe Championship. The news stunned, shakes up the WWE. Randy Orton's potential at the Universe pitting versus Gunther was an ideal matchup that none. Orton's systematic approach was anticipated, contrasted with Gunther's violent, aggressive strategy hinted to a confrontation of epic sizes concurrently. Victoria Beckham versus. It was a showdown between two of the most powerful female wrestlers of all time, having a point to make and all that, to diminish the effect of raising the smackin'. As the dust settles, Berlin becomes legendary. Defuse the bombshell dropped by Triple H, unveiling the thrill of the WWE Bash. Levels in Berlin and others hit record highs. Value of tickets sold on secondary marketplaces. International acclaim skyrocketed.